Okay, good morning. The whole point of this YouTube channel is it's the process of healing in my life, from where I was for many years of my life, which didn't like myself, didn't know who I was, got mixed up in a lot of things that God definitely did not intend for me to be mixed up in. And man, I was lost for a long time. And so the process of this doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. And I think through what I'm realizing is that even in all of the change that has happened, that God has brought me through, that I can still feel sorry for myself. And sometimes I don't even know why. And just have a bad attitude, and I think as long as I don't stay there, and I talk about it, that definitely helps. I do reflect on how far I've come. And then again, I get agitated and aggravated going, okay, well, now I'm just in this standing still place, and now what? And then I start to crisis in my head, like, okay, well, how am I going to God's given me a dream, and he's taken me this far, so now what? And I think what he keeps reminding me is that I need to be patient. That there's a reason that he brought me this far, and not to give up on myself. It's easy to overwhelm with so many things out of my control, and I'm not going to speak about them, because then to me, it's able to become weighted by the words spoken out loud. And I want to continue just to trust God, and not just, I am trusting God. He doesn't stop working in our lives. He continues to work in our lives. We don't always see it. And going through it myself is, not every day is easy. And I guess that's what I'm trying to get across to everybody, that it's not easy. The things worth getting are hard. I mean, if we live the easy life, then if everything was easy, what's the point in trying to better ourselves? So anyways, everything's a process. Our lives are processes. And I think the number one thing by not feeling sorry for to help me not feel sorry for myself is, the gratitude list. Get a pen and paper out and write down everything you're grateful for. And then even go so much further as to, I heard this today, that write a list down of all the people that that have made a difference in your life, and or the people that might need some kind of a positive insight from you, or a positive, just reaching out and saying, hey, just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. But don't expect them to reach back out, because life happens and it's busy, and it's basically just, doing something for somebody else, but don't expect anything in return. The whole point in God working through us is to help other people, but expectations will tear you down. It is important not to expect. So anyways, I just want people to know that, not every day's peaches and cream. And, but pulling yourself out of whatever, lies or hateful things that are being said in your mind, or just doubts, those are all, that's all the devil. He wants to get in your head and make you believe that you're not worth anything, that you're not going to accomplish your dream, that you're going to fall back into your old ways, that who God says you are is not true, and all of those things are lies. And so it's important to get out of your head, and whether you have to read something, or you have to listen to something, or write something down, don't let those lies affect you and continue to affect you. I mean, God's timing is perfect, and it's obviously not our timing, because we are impatient people who live in a fast world, who think we need everything, on the fast menu. And God does not have a fast menu. He has perfect timing. And even being able to look back on my life and see how perfect his timing was, I still can have doubts and still wonder why he's taking so long to do things in my life. Like, I'm such and such age, and anyways, all of those things can also can affect your body, can affect your stress, can affect your organs, can affect everything. And I mean, I can say that, like, even just in 2 days and feeling sorry for myself for one day, I felt it in my body. I felt it in my bones, and in, I'm just going to say it, constipation. And nobody wants to be constipated. Everybody needs to go poop. But stress can do that to you. So, anyways, we allow ourselves to stay where we're at. We got to push ourselves to believe otherwise, and believe what God says about us. And so I hope to encourage everybody to do something positive for yourself, and be kind to yourself, and believe what's good. And don't listen to the doubts, and don't go back on the failures, and don't go back on what people might have said about you. They're not God. What they said about you does not hold any weight. What God says about us, that's what holds weight. So as I'm telling you this, I'm telling myself this. Anyways, I've come a long way, but I still have a long way to go. And this is my journey. I don't know about anybody else's, but I just want to share my experience, my strength, and my hope through my journey. All right, have a great Wednesday, hump day.